Hi, everyone. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, who have I become? Like, I used to like certain things and now I have no motivation, or now I've just kind of given up on my health and parts of my own life. And as a mom, I've talked to so many moms who feel that way. And I know I did. I definitely felt that way too. So I can definitely empathize with you on that. Today, we're going to chat about that subject a little bit. But for those of you that are new here, my name is Sally Harris, and this channel exists because I am a firm believer that every mom deserves a support system during this difficult time you're walking through. And, I walked a difficult road with my own daughter for over 10 years, and so I get you. And, while her life was spiraling out of control, mine was doing the same, and it does not have to be that way. So today I want to talk about this subject, kind of figuring out who have I become, right? So many things change when we're going through this tough season. And unfortunately, the mom herself, we kind of let ourselves go in different ways. And so number one, I want to ask you is, what do you not like about yourself? I want you to make a list of what you do not like about yourself. And this isn't meant to be condemning or anything like that. It's for your eyes only. But it's really good to actually be able to physically see a list or see things that you realize and that you actually can acknowledge that is going on with you, whether it's your health, your emotional health, physical health, lack of participation, doing things with friends or your other kids or your spouse or parents or family, whoever it is, because it's important to make a list, make this list, but then make a plan of approach on how you're going to fix these things, because these items they tend to just roll through our mind and get on that crazy cycle. And while we're so busy worrying about our adult child and what they are going through right now, you lose yourself in the process. And so each day, each week, each month, you're slowly losing more of yourself. I know that's how it worked for me. And I turned to alcohol and food. And I know 90% of my moms that I work with are dealing with, something. They're dealing, whether they're using food or alcohol or shopping or whatever it is. Food is probably the biggest one. Most accessible, right? So I want you to think about that. I want you to make that list. I want you to make a plan of approach. And that's something that I work on with my moms one-on-one as well. But, you definitely can, attempt it yourself and just to make that list. And number two is, if you take a look at things that are familiar, good and bad, and how can we use these bad things and inspire your own life by focusing on those things, because things become so familiar. For me, for example, with alcohol, it started with a couple glasses, and then it went to a bottle, and then it went to the bigger liter bottles, whatever they're called, and it didn't happen overnight, but it became familiar. It was familiar to me to drink every single night, and that numbed my pain, but it also numbed my joy. Any joy that I had outside of that situation, it takes all of it. It steals, it robs, and it makes a lot of promises that are not true. And food does the same thing. It's a very temporary fix. And so I want you to take a inventory of those things. Like, what are some of your good habits? What are some of your bad habits, quote unquote? I guess you can determine what's good and bad for yourself. But at the end of the day, figuring out, okay, is this thing going to improve my life, or is this going to send me further down into the pit? And if you answer those questions honestly, you'll be able to quickly know which items you should be giving up and which ones you are okay to move forward with. So if you are interested in, working through this plus a plethora of other things that I go through with my one-on-one clients, I don't do a cookie cutter approach, because each mom is dealing with her own situation, the uniqueness of what's going on with your child and yourself, right? No two stories are exactly alike. And so I would be honored to chat with you on a discovery call first, and then I determine and make a recommendation to you what I feel is best. And but one-on-one coaching is available, and I work with moms on a 30, 60, or 90-day basis, because this did not happen overnight, friends, and it's not going to be fixed overnight. But working on a period of time is so crucial, and just to have that consistency over time, you get results just like anything else in life. So I hope this helps, and I hope you have a good day.